We're catching up with Double Fine here at GDC, and I guess you've sort of taken on a lot of work this week with this whole Day of the Dev setup.
Yeah, we have a lot of games. 15 games here to play. Lots of awesome stuff. Some stuff from Double Fine. We have Day of the Tentacle and Headlander, which we're looking at. And then everything, which we're publishing from David O'Reilly. But then there's 12 other games from other developers that are awesome, and it's been fun. It's exciting.
Cool. We're here to talk about Headlander, a game you announced last year, I believe.
Yes.
And it's a weird head swapping adventure, basically.
Exactly. Yeah. No, it's coming out this year, but it's I guess, action shooter. The kind of way we describe it is it's a 70s retro sci-fi shooter with head swapping. Yeah, so you're playing as the last human head in a world full of robots. And at any time, if your body explodes, or if you'd like, you can eject your head and land on another body and take control of another robot. Yeah.
Sounds like a dream scenario. What's the origins of this project? Because there's often a lot of different kinds of origins with Double Fine projects. How did this came about?
Yeah, so this was a project of Lee Petty's, who's not here, but he's the project lead on Stacking. He's our studio art director on Broken Age and Brutal Legend, and this is his next game after Stacking, but it came out of internal kind of game jam prototyping sessions that ultimately we pitched around to Adult Swim, and they have picked it up and are doing publishing work on it, but they've been great, and we've been working on it for over a year now, and it's coming out later this year, and looking good, almost done. Playable from start to finish now, so that's exciting, yeah.
It does sort of feel like a natural sort of continuation of Stacking, because it's sort of like that mechanic, but very, very differently made.
It is weird. It does have some similarities in a strange way, where they're like a lot of the characters. It's just kind of different weapons, whether it's like a spread shot or a shot that bounces more often. But there are also strange things like a dog in this demo that you'll see that you can headland into that all have like a little bit different properties. So yeah, there's a little bit of that just. Your character can be anything in the world that you can attach to, and that changes things up a little bit, just like Stacking. Yeah.
And is it a lot of open-ended things as well, a lot of things on the side, or is it mainly sort of puzzle-based, trying to get to the next section, or how does it play out?
Yeah, it's very action-focused, so it's definitely a shooter, and most of the bodies are kind of action-focused. But yeah, it has a little bit of that Metroidvania stuff where you'll kind of pass a room you can't get to quite yet, and you'll need an ability to bring back later. But yeah, it's got that Double Fine kind of style humor and narrative pulling you through for people who just want to kind of power through it as well. Yeah.
I've been watching it here without sound, and you sort of get the story anyway, because there's a lot of sort of facial expression, a lot of sort of things that you can tell anyway.
Yeah, no, it's fully voice acted except for the main character who doesn't have any lungs, so he can't talk. But yeah, everyone in the game talks to you, and there is a kind of a story thread that pulls you through. And also the music is really good, so you should listen to the sound. But the music was all done on like analog synths from the 70s that we've gotten from a museum around here, so it all feels really like period appropriate, kind of like something you might hear in like a Logan's Run type movie. Yeah.
That is a very cool sort of that retro sci-fi scenario is very cool, and it's very popular among game developers. I guess we're all sort of the same age, sort of the same influences. What drove that decision to use that setting?
Yeah, I mean, that was really Lee. He's a huge fan of retro sci-fi, and he's kind of been bringing in movies every week. We watch one at lunch. So stuff like Logan's Run, Silent Running. There's a huge suite of sci-fi movies we've watched over the course of development on this one. But it's just a cool setting, and one we wanted to explore for a while. Yeah.
Cool, and you mentioned later this year sometime. What platforms are you gunning for?
Yeah, it's going to be launching on PC and PS4 later this year. Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time.
Yeah. Thanks, man.